This is the definition of open innovation, which is a more comprehensive one. We would like to learn about open and closed innovation, inbound and outbound open innovation as well. And the open innovation is kind of in the recent developments, in the current developments, that we see different environment of social and economical changes happening, and the globalization, like improved market institutions, and a lot of trading ideas, new rise of technologies, and a lot of collaborations happening across geographical distances is also one of the precursors or providers of the situation for the open innovation. And we also know about the do-it-yourself mentality, which is outdated. And with the recent information and with recent rapid changes in the world, this do-it-yourself become a kind of outdated thing for the open innovation. Okay, nice, beautiful picture to take your mind sometimes away from the text to see new things. Okay, let's go ahead. Introduction again continues, and Dr. Chesbrough did a lot of works in his early works of year 2000 and after that, and it brought a lot of reasons that attracted the information about open innovation and brought innovation into the management wide area and arena. First, he gave that label and face and body for this open innovation. Actually, it was existing, but it was not recognized, and also he made open innovation as an umbrella for the existing activities. The second thing he discussed about the timing, which is currently very relevant activity for the activities like giving the way for this open innovation. And thirdly, Mr. Chesbrough's work offered a very ample opportunities for the extension of development activities. And finally, there's the issue of inbound and outbound information that made the open innovation a kind of interest for management. Okay, these guys are looking for innovation, and they're looking the house of people coming from the other planets to find new things, creativities, information, and so on. Okay, we talked about the time. The time we see from with the growth of social and economical sophistication, from the knowledge age and creativity, and we reach to the innovation. So this was the time that was paving the way for bringing this topic up to the management-wide area. Now we reach to another content of our discussion, the content of open innovation. What are the contents of the open innovation? What are the open innovation containing in the open innovation? We talk about the classification of openness of this open innovation. Open innovation is not a clear-cut concept, as it says, not a clear-cut concept, because open innovation reflects different things, comes in many forms, tastes, and adds richness to the concept, but also it also hinders the theory of development in some ways. When we talk about this, we come up with a lot of frameworks for the open innovation classification. First, the open innovation reflects much less a dichotomy than a continuum. And the second thing is inbound versus outbound open innovation, that we will discuss this in the later slides. And also pecuniary versus non-pecuniary interactions. The third is another perspective is to consider the various knowledge flows in open open innovation. We can distinguish between the three knowledge processes, which are exploration, retention, and exploitation. And the fourth thing, the fourth framework, that is the process and outcome issue of open innovation, can be distinguished. Let's go to, okay, this guy is doing new things with the cactus, and he's painting them. That's nice. Innovation. Okay, content of open innovation, and when we talk about the outcome and the processes, we can see both with this matrix. This is actually the fourth framework of open innovation that gives us the distinguishing information between the processes of innovation and the innovation outcomes. This model also gives us information about it was done actually about the IT management and so on, about the open source software that time that gives us about the information about process and outcome of innovation. In the closed, and we see both the process and the outcome comes with the closed and open. So we see the situations closed innovation also, and we see the open innovation. Here, if we discuss about the process of innovation in closed innovation, the process is closed and the outcome is also closed. And if we talk about public innovation, the outcome is open, but the process is closed. If we talk about the private open innovation, the process open, but the result or the outcome is and if we talk about open source, both the process and the outcome is open. We see this. There are a lot of examples, like the Procter and Gamble and the other cases.
Navid, sorry to stop you. Can you hear me?
About this.
Hello?
To discuss about these dimensions.
Navid, can you hear me?
Open innovation. Okay, let's go ahead a little bit to see the strategies of in open innovation strategies. We can see kind of funnel that shows open
can everyone hear me? I think there is a technical problem with Navid. Because Navid is not even in the list. Okay. I think Navid got disconnected, and therefore I don't know what happened. I don't know how I have to send him an email, or I don't know. Okay. Probably we wait for 2 minutes, and then if Navid doesn't start, who is the next speaker? Let Lida be the next speaker, because last session Lida told that she cannot stay very long. Okay, and then Muhammad Aziz, you were the next speaker. Okay, then did I tell Muhammad Aziz? I don't know. I don't remember very well. I just remember that Lida had a problem. I used the chronometer, so you had around more than 10 minutes to talk, and you lost 2 minutes.
Okay,
okay,
sir.
just
I'll continue.
Continue.
Okay, I'll continue. Yeah. Do you see the presentation and everything is okay?
The slides didn't change, and then we didn't hear you very well, and then okay, forget about the technical problem. Just go ahead.
Okay. The content of open innovation continues. I hope my dear customers hear me. About the inbound and outbound open innovation. Inbound refers to internal use of external knowledge. Outbound refers to external exploitation of internal knowledge. So we know about the knowledge processes like exploration, retention, and exploitation. Both inbound and outbound include multiple activities. The three main activities are the companies using a lot of licensing agreements, which is in and out, and the non-equity alliances, technical and scientific services like purchase and supply. Recently, studies show that the efforts of companies to license out their technologies has been increasing, and also Chesbrough and Crowther in 2006, they did a very interesting observation of the inbound effort by one organization that by definition generates a reciprocal outbound effort from that organization, another organization. Okay, content continues, effectiveness of open innovation. We found that vertical cooperation impact on open innovation performances, and also found that there is a kind of curvilinear relationship between the open innovation performance that suggests too much open innovation hurts the performance of the organization. There are a limited understanding of the costs of openness as well, and also open effectiveness can be multidimensional construct, and the effectiveness could also include soft and intermediate benefits, and there is also possible strategic risks of open innovation, like licensing technologies increase company profits, however, but shifting the focus towards exploiting resources outside the company's own market may dilute the firm's focus at the expense of its customers. There is a kind of short-term and long-term issue in the possible strategic risks. And the offensive or defensive strategy in open innovation is another issue. And also research has been done on the disadvantages of open innovation. Okay, let's go ahead. The context dependency of open innovation. The focus on the context of open innovation for its effectiveness has been because this can be internally and externally affecting internal external environments can affect the effectiveness of open innovation that we will learn now in the next topics. The internal context characteristics of open innovation, that is depending on demographics and strategies. Demographics are about the employees, sales, profits, age, location, market share, and ownership types. And the The strategies include the strategic orientation aspects of goals of innovation strategy, incumbent versus new entrants, organizational culture, and as well as other purposeful acts that could be related to open innovation performance. Employee characteristics, new softwares and educated employees. It is about top management and also employee championship. The size of organization is a very big issue in open innovation as well. External context characteristics. The most obvious external context is industry. There are different industries like consumer electronics, food, financial services, automotive, and biotechnology. And also it is more a matter of business strategy than a matter of industry trends in open innovation. Explaining open innovation adoption in internal environment in firms is more important than external environment. And if we go beyond the industry, we come to other characteristics of the context of open innovation, that is globalization, technology intensity, technology fusion, new business models, and knowledge leveraging. The process of open innovation, and the process first that leads to open innovation, opening up of innovation practices. The second thing is how to do the open innovation. So because of this, we go to two topics towards open innovation and open innovation practices. Transition process from closed to open innovation, and it's a kind of process when the changes of the organization come from closed to open, which is also difficult, like organizational change. The Italian author Cirioni et al. Did a kind of research on the 4 firms about, and he identified 4 organizational dimensions. They are inter-organizational networks, organizational structure, evaluation processes, and a knowledge management system. But also Levin's model of 1947 was applied by Cirioni that gives information about 3 stages of process of open innovation: unfreezing, moving, and institutionalization. And the transition process is a very good example of organizational change. And also there is another model of real options theory. The process of open innovation.
Navid, you are out of your time. Even considering the wasted time, I suggest to you that you wrap it up, because the moment you lose your time, you lose your score, no matter how good your presentation is. So please wrap it up.
Yeah, less is left. We are almost at the end.
Okay.
The second thing in the process of open innovation is how to do. Managers have to do new decisions and developing and exploiting new innovative activities, like considering outside players, suppliers, customers, competitors, and research institution organization in very different industries. There are other practices like suppliers invites the customers, and like project leaders versus project participants. And if we go beyond the research and development and marketing, that includes production, logistics, and even finance. Process of open innovation, there are a lot of models being suggested. One is Fredhoff and Weckel suggesting opportunities, 5 models, evaluating their market potential interventions, inventiveness, recruiting potential development partners, capturing value through commercialization, and extending an innovative offering. And there are different other models of 5 stages of Willing and Wankrov, and with Fedorov and Weckel. And we also have intermediate network model, and also inertia and research process and consistent collaboration. But the important thing is that when we talk about the process, it is very important to understand how to capture value from innovation. I want to recall one good saying by Peter Drucker that he was often saying, stressing that to create and satisfy customers is the purpose of a business, and profit is the reward for doing that very well. Because of this, how to capture the value is formal methods and informal methods, like patent, trademark, copyright protection. Informal methods like lead times, first mover advantage, and lock-ins. So there are many questions unanswered still in innovation. To conclude my presentation, I would say open innovation is a new phenomena, and a decade ago, Dr. Chesbrough did a lot of studies about open innovation, and from that we learned a lot about content, context, and process of open innovation. So there are a lot of mini questions unanswered that needs future research, which means a future perspective to open innovation should be open. And from this case study research is I learned very useful, as it increases our understanding of how things work, and it enables us to identify important concepts and phenomena like effectiveness of open innovation practices and crucial context characteristics. So thank you very much. If there are any questions, I'm open to everyone to listen. And if I could not answer, I would request our teacher to help us. And if there are any questions, I'm here.
Thank you very much. I really like the way you summarized the paper and added some stuff. I just want to ask you a very small question. If you want, because you did a paper and you had some extra research on it, if you want to summarize the disadvantages of open innovation, how do you do that? How many points can you tell me that these are considered as disadvantages of open innovation?
Yes, sir. There are a lot of limits in the open innovation because of many, as I understood from all the study today and from this presentation that I prepared, that many companies are not so welcoming this, because as we see that open innovation is bringing a kind of organizational change, and they are a little bit reluctant to risks of taking the open innovation in their companies because of there are a lot of things to say about open innovation.
It's a change, okay, but it's a change, but there are certain disadvantages that they don't want this change. It is a change, and there are certain disadvantages that they don't want this change, and there are certain advantages that many companies also want this change. So aside from the change factor, it should have some difficulties, and in your slides you mentioned some, but that's okay. Now we don't have time. We have to move on to the next presentation. Again, thank you very much. And there was also another question, but he can send you the question, but please let me know the answer, how you answer him or her, because I saw a question, I guess, here. Okay. The next presenter is Lida Akbari. I make Lida the presenter. And thank you again, Navid. And I'm sorry that in the middle of your presentation you had to get away, because it was. I know that it will stress you and will take away your attention, but
I don't know what happened, sir. But my internet was working very well.
Yeah, but sometimes happens. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. Okay.
It's okay. Thank you very much. It's okay.
My pleasure. So Lida is now the presenter, I guess. Is that true? Okay. Oh my God, Lida, where are you going? Lida, can you upload the file?
Hello?
Hi, can you upload the file, or should I do that for you?
You, sir, please share for me. Yes, sir, mistakenly I just shared my desktop. I have sent you my email, please, sir.
I know.
Fine.
I don't know why I cannot find yours.
I just sent you, sir, 30 or 40 minutes ago.
You send a new one?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Dynamic capabilities and knowledge management. The name of the topic, sir.
Okay. Okay, let me make you the present.
Yes, sir. Hello? Everybody can hear me?
Okay, Lida, let's start. Wish you luck.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Today my topic is our subject is innovation and technology management, and my topic is about dynamic capabilities and knowledge management. First of all, let's define what is dynamic capabilities and knowledge management. As it is according to these scholars, the dynamic capabilities which they defined in 1997. Dynamic capabilities emphasizes our renewal of the sources and configuring them into new capabilities and competences. It means like, in 2005, according to this scholar, he says that knowledge management often focuses on providing solutions to managers to create, retain, transfer, and use enterprises explicit and tacit knowledge. Right? It means that, let's see on abstract, what is the aim of this presentation? The aim of this presentation is to extend the concept of these two dynamic capabilities and knowledge management, and also understand the potential convergence between these two points, dynamic capabilities and knowledge management, and also establish a theoretical link between them. Before I explain the dynamic capabilities, before I jumped into these levels, I want to give a very short and precise to define what is actual dynamic capabilities. The dynamic capabilities are the abilities which are related to managers' perceptions, like how they can dynamize their environment, like how they improvement their firm by the dynamic capabilities, how they can extend the dynamic capabilities. So dynamic capabilities have three levels. The first level is incremental level. Incremental level means a very slow. Incremental level means a very slow improvement in a product. It is concerned with the improvement of the firm resource base. It's concerned with resource base of the firm, and it is embedded in the firm. And this type of the dynamic capability brings an adaptive change in the resource base. For example, if we take a very successful example of brand. For example, we take Kit Kat chocolate, which is very famous between all the children and all the youngers, maybe old agers also like this chocolate. If you see in ad, you can see that they change they make changes by showing their ad on the television. Like they change their packet, they change some like this add some gifts on it, they add some cartoons inside the bar, chocolate bar packet, inside the packet of the chocolate bar, to make some changes, slowly changes, which continuously keeps value of the Kit Kat chocolate over time. But the bar, especially the main thing of the bar, doesn't change. It remains the same. So it means that the resource base, as we said, resource base doesn't change. It remains the same, but just incremental changes, which doesn't affect the resource base. It gets changed time by time, enhancement, essentially, but the brand remains essentially stable. It doesn't change. You see, here we have 3 types of Kit Kat chocolate in this picture. The second level is renewing dynamic capabilities. It is very obvious from its name, renewing dynamic capabilities. It means refresh, adopt and augment the resource base. Renewing dynamic capabilities are of different order in the incremental. They are not about continual increment changes, they are concerned with modifying the resources. Of course, they are totally modifying their resource. On the first level, we just incremental level was about just changing enhancement. It was enhancement, but the main thing was stable. But the second, totally they add and modify the brand. For example, if we produce Kit Kat lollipop. Kit Kat lollipop is totally different from Kit Kat chocolate. So you can say that you can see here the renewing of the renewing of the product they produce, but totally different. Lollipop is totally different than the chocolate. Here is the differentiate between the incremental and the renewing of dynamic capabilities. Incremental capabilities are applied, the source stock remains essentially the same, as I told you. It doesn't change, it's the main thing remains the same, but the renewing capabilities are employed new resources, either created, introduction of new product lines, or extension of a brand into new products. If you like, we extend our brand into another product in lollipop, so totally it's changed. The third level is regenerative dynamic capability, which impact not on the firm's resource base but on its current set of dynamic capabilities. That regenerative, totally changing. The firm needs to change the way it purposefully creates, extend or modify its resources. It was the saying of Helfat et al. In 2007. And also regenerative dynamics are likely to be deployed by firms whose manager perceive that the environmental is turbulent, where external changes are non-linear and discontinued. It is saying of Aveni in 1994. So what is knowledge management? Before comes to explain you what is knowledge management, I want to tell you what is knowledge. Here is knowledge is the level of higher than information. and knowledge resides in the minds of knowers. Of course, if you can search, you can find, you can read, you have lots of knowledge, you can argue with some persons. Without knowledge, a person cannot do argument in a group. So it is a fluid mix of contextual, structured and unstructured raw material that is transferred into valuable knowledge assets that can be renewed, grown and acted upon. First of all, I want to tell you that knowledge is not a commodity. It is largely public good. Like it is not knowledge is I can't say this knowledge is mine. Like it is not only 1% treasury. Knowledge is a public good. It's an intellectual property and can be transferred without losing ownerships or uncertainty in its production. If you share your knowledge, you can get lots of knowledge. By sharing of your knowledge, you does not lose your knowledge, you increase your knowledge. See here, first of all, we cannot, at the first step, we can't get knowledge. At the first step, we get data, which may be in a raw form. Then we add something in it, some digits, some alphabets, then it becomes information. So that information, we get our knowledge. If we process this information, then we get that knowledge. It is also what I was saying you in the previous slide, that what is knowledge? It is not inherently human state of affairs. Knowledge is not only personal. It is also an evolutionary mental process. Knowledge also includes initiative and spontaneous responses to the environment in which we find ourselves. What are the differentiate types of knowledge? We have two types of knowledge. One is explicit knowledge, which expressed in words, numbers shared in the form of a data, scientific formula, product specification, manual, universal principles, etc. This knowledge type can be readily transmitted across individuals formally and systematically. Of course, explicit knowledge, which we can easily understand each other, which we can share with each other. It can be in a form of formula, in a form of scientific formula, or a form of data or manually. We can understand, we can communicate the explicit knowledge very easily with each other. Tacit knowledge is the second type of knowledge. Tacit knowledge is highly personal and hard to formalize, making it difficult to communicate. Additionally, tacit knowledge is deeply rooted in an individual's action and experience, as well as in an ideas, values, or emotion, or he or she impresses. Of course, tacit knowledge is a little bit difficult to express, because tacit knowledge, I can say you tacit knowledge depends on the experience of a person, means it is not a bookish knowledge. It is little hard to express, because something which you feel, something which is not in a scientific formula. It is a little bit the expressing of the tacit knowledge is a little bit harder than the explicit knowledge. Where does knowledge reside? Of course, where does knowledge reside? As you see, you can take the idea from the hearing of this slide, that where does knowledge reside? Knowledge resides in many forms within an organization, but the primary areas include structured and unstructured information and employee expertise. The structured information, transaction-based data managed and maintained within information system. Transaction data is often locked away from the users because it is difficult to retrieve or synthesis. Unstructured data associated with documents include PC, paper, video, and audio formats. Expertise based or innate understanding of employees. Because this type of knowledge is broadly dispersed and continually changing, it is really codified and moves through the organization and unwittingly. Now we come in on the basic, on the actual definition of knowledge management. When I read this for you, or you read by yourself, you can get what was the main point of that slide before I showed you, or before I explained to you. Knowledge management is the process of capturing, distributing, and effectively using knowledge. Of course, you capture knowledge, you distribute knowledge, and effectively using of knowledge. How you effectively use your knowledge, or knowledge management is a discipline that promotes an integrated approach to identifying, capturing, evaluating, retrieving, and sharing all of the enterprise's information assets. These assets may include database, documents, policies, experiences, and the individual workers. It means that knowledge can be anything. You have knowledge about like its form of database, documents, policies, procedures, or an expertise, individual workers. We can have sorry, we can have in many type we can have in these type of knowledge. What is the purpose of knowledge management? The purpose of knowledge management is deliver value to an organization. The goal of knowledge management is to harness knowledge, resources, and knowledge capabilities of the business to enable the organization to learn, adapt to its changing environment. Of course, without knowledge, we cannot do anything in any improvement in our environment, in our organization. Through that knowledge, we can go straight upon what is the pipeline of the knowledge and how can we improve. And how can we improve our organization by having a very effective knowledge. We can improve our organization environment. Here are the two boundaries and overlaps of the dynamic capabilities and knowledge management. Right? They are the fields and they are the summaries. Here you can see it is the field of at the left side is the dynamic capabilities, at the right side is knowledge management, and the between of these two circles is the overlaps of these two boundary, the dynamic capabilities and knowledge management, which overlaps, which common between these two, the dynamic capabilities and knowledge management, which are very common in these two fields. Here are the references. Thank you so much. It was my
Thank you. Hello. Thank you very much, Lida. I like the. Can you hear me, Lida?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Okay. Can you go back to the two circles? Which paper did you do on this? What was your paper?
Sir, I have your topic and the two other journals.
The two other journal articles. Which articles?
Yes,
because I recognize that you mixed, I think, dynamic capability. Which article on knowledge management did you use?
So it was Canada. It is high level of forum, Ottawa. I think I mentioned it here in my last slide.
Okay. So the other extra paper, I did not give it to you. You found it yourself.
Yes, sir. I found it from the Google Scholar.
Very nice, very nice. I like the way. Go back to the slide of the boundaries. Then you mirror the Venn diagram. This is a Venn diagram. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I like the way you merged resource-based view of the firm based on which dynamic theory was developed, dynamic capability, and the knowledge-based view of the firm. Very nice job.
Thank you so much.
And I can see that you have really understood the topic. Okay, actually I don't have a question at the moment. If anyone has a question, please ask.
Sir, before asking the question, I want to say something about Mr. Miachael's presentation.
Yes.
So when I saw his presentation, I became so nervous because it was very like impressive. I thought my presentation is nothing in front of his presentation.
No, you are all good. No, you are all good. I can see that if you have worked on your presentation or you have just put some words in it. Mikhail's presentation was very good.
Yes,
Only problem with Mikhail's presentation was that his time management was not very good. And but other than that, Mikhail also did a very good presentation. And but your first presentation score was higher than Mikhail's presentation score, the second one. But both of you have a very good performance, and you had a very good time management. And of course, when you do time management, you get a score for that. If somebody goes beyond 15 minutes, it means that he is not very well practiced. He has not practiced the presentation before. He has not timed it. So that's the issue. Okay, I don't have time. Thank you very much. Have a lovely holidays because you are finished with your exams. And let's move to, I always have problem, Muhammad Aziz. Yes, okay. Muhammad Aziz, can you upload your presentation or should I do that for you? Okay. Yes, Muhammad Aziz Taher. Is it your family name, Muhammad Aziz Taher? Okay, perfect. Muhammad Aziz, I do it for you right now. I do it for you right now. Let me get my power back from Lida. Okay, share file. Muhammad Aziz Taher. Very well. Okay, Muhammad Aziz. Okay, Muhammad Aziz, let me do the chronometer. Okay, Muhammad Aziz, please start if you're ready. Hello? Muhammad Aziz, can you hear me? Sorry.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, Muhammad Aziz, are you ready to start?
Yes, I'm ready to start, sir.
Then do it.
Thanks for the teacher and thanks for the classmate. The journal which I select is the dynamic capability. What are they? In this presentation, I have also collected some information from the internet, so I'm going to start the presentation. My topic is dynamic capability. What are they? So I'm going to talk about. Do you hear me, sir?
Yes, very well. Let me turn off my microphone.
Thanks. Dynamic capability. What is the dynamic capability? Dynamic capability is firm's ability to integrate, build, and reconfigure internal and external competences to address rapidly changing environments. Dynamic capability can be distinguished from operational capabilities, which pertain to the current operation of an organization. Dynamic capability, by contrast, refers to the capacity of an organization to purposefully create, extend, or modify its resource base. The literature on dynamic capability is growing out of the following key issues. First, resource-based view. Second, the concept of routine in evolutionary theories of organization. It does provide a bridge between the economic-based strategy literature and evolutionary approaches to organization. These are the two dynamic grew up, which is really focused on also the two main issues, resource-based view and routines. What is resource-based view? The resource-based view of the firm is an influential theoretical framework for understanding how competitive advantage within firm is achieved, and how that advantage might be sustained over time. The purpose of this study is to extend our understanding of dynamic capability, and in so doing ends our resource-based view. Since dynamic capability or process embedded in firms, we assume an organizational and empirical lens rather than an economic and formal modeling on. The two resource-based view logics. The two main ways that firms can shore up their competitive advantage are as follows. The logic of leverage. It means it enhances existing resource configuration. Second, the logic of opportunity, which are including of pursue temporary advantage and also flexibility in reconfiguring resources. Resources are at the heart of the resource-based view. They are those specific fields like
Sir?
Okay, change your computer.
I'm hearing you.
Okay, if Mirwais is not ready, I start with Obaidullah. Obaidullah, can you do it? By the time Mirwais is getting ready, we go with Obaidullah. Obaidullah, you're on your horse, ready to race? Okay, wish you luck. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear friends and colleagues, especially Professor, I am really grateful to all that they give me a chance to present my presentation. My presentation is about case study, which is developing innovation capability in organization. In the second slide, I just explained the outline of my presentation, that which points does include my presentation. The slides are not moving, sir. If I'm host, so I should. Second slide, sir.
I'll change it for you. You are the boss now. You can change it.
My presentation.
You can change it now?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Yes, it's okay. In second slide, I just explained that what are the components of my presentation. What is the innovation capability? Why we develop innovation capability? The third, bringing innovation to the market. We just talked about Cantor's model in this presentation. The fourth point is composition of developing innovation capability and model of developing innovation skills, which I just took from my extra studies that I did about this case. I have taken, we can say, my presentation on the case being also from the things like other internet, we can say, websites. The third slide is about my first, we can say, title of my presentation, what is innovation capability. First, I explain that what is innovation, process of translating an idea or an invention into a product or service that creates value or for which customers will pay. The second definition is about innovation capability. That this presentation talks about the innovation capability. What is innovation capability? The actions that manager can take which most affects the innovation process. So we talk about the innovation capability, about developing innovation capability. So this was innovation capability. Why we develop or why to develop innovation capability? Benefits and effects which will we get in the organization or in a company or in a firm. As much as stronger innovation capability is owned by a firm, their performance will be more effective. So more effectiveness will be brought by this developing innovation capability. The innovative firms get more profits by the share markets related to their less innovative counterparts. In many companies, for example, if you have 5 or 4 companies and they work or they develop their innovation capability skills or the components of innovation capabilities, so they get more benefit than their counterparts or than the other companies which are in the market with them. It influences the configuration of new stream and mainstream activities leading to the continuous product. So we will talk about the configuration or about the new stream and mainstream activities in the following slides. Bringing innovation to the market, it is the Cantor's model that talks about the new stream and mainstream innovation capabilities or these capabilities. We just explained this model in this case. So first of all, we explained what is the innovation, new stream and mainstream. New stream, all resources that are devoted to identifying and creating new value for the customers. This is new stream. What is mainstream? It is the company's interface with customers and market, or it is managing and controlling the line with customers and market. New streams mostly, as you can see in the model, it is mostly about the resources and about all the raw materials that we provide for a company or for a product or for a service. But mainstream mostly it depends on the relation with the customers. It depends on mostly with lining or keeping line with the market people. It depends also on keeping touch with the customers, on taking feedback from the customers and from the market is mainstream, we can say, activity. The innovation, new stream and mainstream contents showed that mainstream activities provide funding for new stream development. So his idea, or this model's, we can say, provider's idea is that mainstream is the only thing or the main important thing that provides fund for new stream. Okay, I am going to talk loudly a little bit. New products and processes are taken back into the mainstream. This model shows that organizations are most effective since resource needs of mainstream and new stream and recognize in their management largely autonomous. Colleagues, can you hear me? In this slide, we just talk about innovation capability. What is the innovation capability made of, or the composition of the innovation capability, or the main elements which is related to innovation capability. There are 7 elements in my study that I have studied or that I have made a presentation about it. And there are 7 elements: vision and strategy, harnessing the competence-based organizational intelligence, creativity in idea management, organizational structure, culture and climate, managing of technology. These are 7 key or main elements of the developing innovation strategy capabilities. First, vision and strategy. It is about making decisions that what business and functions should be performing in what markets by whom. So this is the first component of the developing innovation capability. The second is harnessing the competence base. This we can say component is made of 4 other we can say components or parts. First, innovation champions, variety of funding channels, e-business and resource management. I just talk in a few lines about each one, and that innovation champions, we can say, it is just to mobilize resources that requires the support of key individuals like in the innovation process. The second, variety of funding channels. So we should mobilize or we should get funding from different parts or from different, we can say, resources to reduce the fault or to reduce the, we can say, the harm that we will get in sometimes in the risk time. E-business, you know about e-business about the because of the time, so I'm going to talk a little about each one. Resource management. So you can say effective resource management helps increase the number of innovation initiatives and also improves the probability, we can say, of the stimulating innovation. The third component of developing innovation capability is organizational intelligence. The capability to process, interpret, encode, and manipulate and access information in a purposeful and goal-directed manner. So it has 2 components: learning about customers and learning about competitors. The fourth component is creativity in idea management. The process of generating ideas. What does it mean? It is the process of generating ideas. It comes from millions of small acts and dealings of employees that cause significant continuous improvement. The first component of developing innovation capability is structure and system. What does it include, or what does it mean? It means successful innovation requires the best overall formal business structure. So every organization and every firm needs formal business structure. What does it include? Organizational structure, reward system, stretch goals for innovative. These are the components, you can say, of the structures and systems. The seventh or last component of developing innovation capability is culture and climate. We can say it is more important, or it is the key element of this innovation capability. Developing innovation capability. The appropriate culture and climate within the organization is also vitally important to innovation success. It is constructed for 4 main elements explained as following: tolerance of ambiguity. The companies generally incorporated a systematic process for reviewing failed projects as a valuable opportunity to learn and improve we can say, opinion. Empowered employees. Management hire the best quality researchers and experts for their, we can say, organization. And also they expect creative time. So organization, they should institutionalize the innovation by providing them funding, by providing them time, facilities, in creative environment for their, we can say, employees and customers. Communication is also the element of the last component of the innovation capability. Developing innovation capability provides factually or knowledge sharing by combining the wide variety of experiences, open dialogue. So it is the open dialogue with the customers and among the employees. It is communication. And here is just a model that I taken from other websites. What skills are needed to develop innovation? Interpret, generate, collaborate, reflect, represent, evaluate. So it is a kind of model that starts from the A to the Z. How can we innovate the, or how can we develop the innovation? By these skills, we can come to the innovation. I just explained in 2 or 1 line every skill. First, interpret, identifying a need or opportunity in conducting research to find out what is possible. The second one, or the second skill, is generate. It is the process of thinking and finding of creative ideas and then applying a critical thinking to settle on usable one. The third skill is, it covers working with others to both generate and get feedback on ideas. The fourth, we can say, skill, it covers a person's sensitize their own thoughts, the feedback from others, and any other information into combined response. Can you hear me? It covers a person sensitize their own thoughts, the feedback from others, and you can say any other information into a combined response. The fifth skill is the process of pulling the needs of the user, the selected ideas, the thoughts of the employees, learners, and customers. The last, or the sixth skill of the developing innovation, is evaluate. You did all these 5 skills or all these 5 steps, so you come to the last step, which covers showing the finished design or ideas, meets and represents the requirements and philosophy of the organization or firm. So you presented, you reflected, and you can say that other third skills you interpreted, you generated, you collaborated. So in the final, you evaluate all the ideas or all the designs that does or do these ideas, do these we can say designs meet the plan, meet the objectives of your organization or of your business or of your firm. So this was my presentation. These are the references that I used in my presentation. Thanks for you can say attention and for your patience, especially to my professor. Thanks a lot. And sorry for sometimes being disconnected during the presentation because of the electricity problem. That
thank you very much, Ubaidullah. Let me.
Presentation.
Okay, thank you very much, Ubaidullah. I just need, before finishing with you, talk with Mirwais. Mirwais, can you hear me? Brishna, can you hear me? I do not hear you, Brishna. Brishna, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, do you hear me? Hello, sir, do you hear me?
I can hear you right now. Can other students hear Brishna? Can other students hear Brishna? Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Let me check the clock. Start, Brishna, please. Wish you luck.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My presentation is today about open and closed innovation, and there will be some slides about what innovation is. A new way of doing something that result is improved value or quality. Sir, could you turn off your mic?
Oh yeah, sure. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And also, innovation is the process of translating an idea or innovation into a good or service that creates value for which customer will pay. And why innovation is important? There are many reasons because innovation brings access to our business. And also, one survey identified that almost 90% of businesses believe that innovation is a priority for them. And also, another reason is that innovation has become a major factor in our business to survive. We should be open to innovation. And also, every organization and businesses is feeling the impact of globalization, climate change, and knowledge resolution. Innovation will bring added value and within the employment base, and also innovation make the world a better place for the younger generation. There are two types of innovation: incremental innovation, that we can innovate in them, that are 4 P's, as we learned, that is process, product, and paradigm and position. But there are also 2 ways that we can innovate. One is incremental innovation, that makes improvement to something on some processes, as Apple iPad, and that at first, when it came to market, it was just in white color, and we can just play MP3 music in it. But now they are in different colors, and we can. The other type of innovation is radical innovation. It's an innovation to it in a positive way, like Amazon.com, which is a online bookstore that people can order a book and they can buy it. And now the traditional process of bookstore, they do not use it. They are not going to a bookstore and buying a book. They are just ordering a book and they can receive it. Closed innovation. There are also 2 kind of innovation. That the process of the closed innovation is completely controlled by the company, and everything is done inside the firm. As you are seeing in the figure, that the limitation of the closed innovation is the boundaries of the firm. There are many reasons that closed innovation lead to erosion. First of all, the main reason was the increase of highly educated people over the years, and also a large amount of knowledge exists outside. And when employees change their jobs, and they take their knowledge with them. And also, availability of venture capital has increased significantly recently. Important role was that a company needs a new way to increase the effectiveness and efficiency of their businesses, and that time that way was open innovation. That finally, open innovation was formally described in the 29th Information System Research in 2006. Open innovation. Open innovation is the combination of boundaries of firm. They are free and they can use anyone's ideas outside of their firm or company. Open innovation and closed innovation have their own principles. There are some principles of both of them. That in closed innovation, they think that smart people in the field work for them, for us, or for closed innovation. But open innovation says that if we create the most and the best idea in the industry, we will win. But open innovation says to profit from research and development, we must discover it, develop it, and shape it ourselves. An open innovation thinks that external research and development can create significant value. Internal and research and development is needed to claim some portion of the value. Closed innovation says that if we discover it ourselves, we will get it to the market first. But open innovation thinks that we don't have to originate the research to profit from it. The company that gets an innovation to the market first will win. But open innovation thinks building a better business model is better than getting the market first. Sorry. Open innovation thinks that if we create the most and the best idea in the industry, we will win. But open innovation thinks if we make the best use of internal and external idea, we will win. And also we should profit from others' use of our IP, and we should buy others' IP whenever it advances our business model. All the slides were talking about the innovation, that what is innovation, and the importance of innovation, that innovation is very important and bring success to our company or business. So as we learned that everyone can innovate anywhere, anytime. But there are some steps that if we follow, we can become an innovative person. First is the create an environment. It means create an environment where people are given the opportunity to to brainstorm. There will be some ideas that may fail, but we do not punish them for the failing. And also the second one is break down individual isolation and create opportunity for people, and force people out of their offices to meet in a small group, because the diversity of ideas will inspire more new ideas. And the third one is foster cross-pollination. It means bring in a diverse group of people to work on a problem. Invite people from all over your company, organizations, and not just your close associates. People from outside will have different viewpoints, and they will see the problem from a different angle, and that may see things that you can't. And also expose the group to fresh ideas. It means invite other people to look at your idea, products, and engage in conversation with them. Ask them what they think of it, about your product or about your ideas. And also when you have a group to work on ideas, establish ground rules that allow everyone to speak freely. And when you have a group, you should have someone to in charge to ensure the free flow of ideas and to focus the discussion. And also create a sense of urgency. It means set an aggressive timetable acknowledge your group that the timetable is tough, and also you can say, I know you can do it. Because tight time help focus the attention of the group, and also limit the scope. Challenge your people to think outside of the idea. Encourage them to think widely, but also in the same time staying with the idea. And also celebrate incremental success, and also keep your group motivated. Foster playful and challenging environment, and make it okay for people to joke around and be playful with each other. Thank you, and these are all the sources that I use it in this presentation. Thank you all. If you have any questions, you are most welcome.
Thank you very much, Krishna. You also finished very well within the time. Well, actually, I don't have a question, but if someone else, you know that students receive positive points for asking good questions. Does anyone else have a question? Okay. Let me see here.
Yes, thank you.
Well,
thank you.
it was a very clear presentation. Thank you very much. And
thank you, sir.
Let me just put down here some remarks. And okay. And now let's move on to the next one. Thank you very much, Krishna. Have a lovely weekend.
Thank you.
Shagufa, can you present? Yes. We are hearing you very bad. Would you please do something about it? Shagufa, would you please speak? Hello? Oh my God, Shagufa.
Please turn off your mic.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Sir, this is not my presentation.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Do you hear me, sir? Sir, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. By your permission, first of all, to say hello you and all of my classmates. I have prepared my presentation. The topic is understanding the advantage of opening innovation. Next, sir. Sir, I cannot.
You can change it. You can change it. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Understanding the advantage of opening innovation practices in corporate venturing in terms of real cooperation. Focus on corporate venturing, opening innovation, closed innovation, real innovation, and open innovation and real innovation. First of all, we will start from the first topic, cooperative venturing. Practices where a large firm takes equity stakes in or enters into a joint venture arrangement with a small but innovative or specialist firm, to which it may also provide management and marketing expertise. The objective is to gain a specific competitive advantage. The relationship range from those between companies within the same group through those between unrelated companies to collective investment by companies and other companies through a fund. Open innovation. Open innovation is a paradigm assumes that firms can and should use external ideas as well as internal ideas, and internal and external paths to market as the firms looks to advance their technology. Open innovation is the use of purposive influence and outflows of knowledge to accelerate innovation and expand the markets for external use of innovation, respectively. Innovation with partners by sharing the risk and rewards. Closed innovation. Within the closed innovation paradigm, the process leading to innovation is completely controlled. All the intellectual property is developed internally and kept within the company. From frontiers until the new product is released on the market. And closed innovation, everything done inside the firm. Real option. A real option itself is the right but not obligation to undertake certain business initiatives such as deferring, abandoning, expanding, staging, or contracting a capital investment project. The opportunity to invest in expansion of a firm's factory or alternatively to sell the factory. Real options in corporate venturing is used as a tool to reduce the uncertainty. Real option is corporate venturing provide opportunities of small investments. Real option and open innovation. Open innovation has not been linked explicitly to real option, reasoning in its application to external corporate venturing. Real option may provide us with a better understanding of how innovation firms evaluate sequential investment discussions in corporate venturing. Open innovation can be defined as the use of purposive influence and outfluence of knowledge to accelerate internal innovation and expand the markets for external use of innovation. Advantage of open innovation in corporate venturing in terms of real option. Benefits from early innovation and new technology or business opportunities. Delayed financial commitment. Early exists reducing the downward losses. Delayed exit in case it spins off a venture. Example of company use the corporate venturing in open innovation is one of the companies, Nokia. Nokia is a very interesting corporate venturing approach for finding innovation. They have moved beyond to find the best idea wherever they are, Nokia venturing. Organization is focused on corporate venturing activities that include identifying and developing new businesses. Summary conclusion. Open innovation has no explicit link with real option, but provides more opportunity for firms in using corporate venturing to grow, develop business and new technology. Open innovation in corporate venturing improve the ability and absorptive capacity of new technology and new business. Benefits from early involvement in new technology or business opportunities. Delayed financial commitment. Early exit reducing the downward losses. Delayed exit in case it spins off venture. This is the reference, and thank you very much for your attention. Maybe I have some problem in my presenting the presentation. Please forgive me. And if you have any queries, I'm in your service. And thank you very much for your attention.
Farid, it was a very good presentation, very well in time. I have only one question. In your opinion, okay,
yes.
Why the author used corporate venturing in relation to open innovation?
And corporate...
Why did he focus on corporate venturing?
You mean the Nokia company, sir?
What, please?
Sorry, you mean the Nokia companies or?
No, you talked about corporate venturing, okay?
Yeah.
And the author used the context of corporate venturing for open innovation. Why was it that? What is the relationship between the two concepts?
Yeah. Just a minute. Yes. So just this is the corporate venturing as
is it a strategy to become innovative? Is
yes,
it not a strategy? I mean, because you know that we have a lot of processes that a firm can undergo to become innovative, and why this is a strategy for become innovative? Why is it so?
This is because of this is a strategic venturing, and it is also so important because they are also sharing their idea to each other. They can also learn to each other. I think cooperative venturing is that's a good innovation between companies, as I know.
Okay, very well.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let's move on to the next speaker. My question is, what is the relationship between dynamic capability and a firm's size? Why size is related to dynamic capability?
Please can repeat the question.
What is the relationship between size and dynamic capability?
What's the relationship between dynamic capability
and size?
Can't hear, sir. Hello?
I tried to write it for you. What is the relationship between size and dynamic capability? Can you answer that? Shaguta? Hello? You can think about the answer while other people are presenting. You can think about the answer and then reply to me. You don't need to be stressed for that, okay? Okay. The next presenter is Mustafa, who wrote to me that who was on the list, but I did not take care of him. Somebody left a message for me. Aman, okay. Let Aman be the next. Aman Nawabi. Aman, what was? Did you present for the first time as well? Did you have a first presentation? What was your score?
Well, business model based on free open source software, different approaches of using communities as open innovation tool, terms and tactics that firms use for benefiting from communities, advantages and disadvantages of using communities. The case study was based on 4 other case studies from 4 companies from Finland and Sweden, which is MySQL, Sendio, Robson, and SOT. In this table, the strategies and business model and major changes, which is the firms has made during using the communities. So the strategy and business model for the MySQL is it applies a dual license strategy where the database is free for leisure users but cost for commercial purposes, services and trainings are sold. The strategy of MySQL before it was based on the GPL General Public License, or a revised version of the General Public License as LGPL. So in that licensing, anyone could buy the license and use the MySQL database to commercialize the system. And after in that case, the firm was facing challenges for distinguishing between free users, the users who is to be used the system as free, and the commercialized version. So they changed their licensing strategy from a firm-specific to a dual licensing strategy to more effectively align with community interests. Symbio does not have, MySQL has their own community, which is a popular community, and they have lots of users, individuals participating in their communities. Symbio does not have their community. They use the existing communities by evaluating the communities, finding the related free products, use the free products as their product component. So they both their products, they bring components from other communities and bring it together in a framework and produce it to the market. So they changed their strategy, changed from mostly selling services related to open source software to creating a product. Rugzen is another company who has their own community. They use their strategy and business model is mix up of open source software product and proprietary products, which is commercial products. They changed their strategy. They moved away from open source idea to become more a traditional software developer. So they couldn't they couldn't compete with the other competitors in the open source communities. So they came to a commercialized strategy. Now they have licensing strategies in for their products. SOT gives away the products for free to gain reputation and self-integration and customization. They give their products, which was a distribution of Linux operating system. So they make customization. They give their product for free to customers, but they sell their customization and training and integration of the system for their customers. And they changed their strategy. They were trying to selling the Linux distribution, but changed to appropriate returns. Focus on selling expertise related to open source software. In this slide, the themes and tactics that were used in this case study and that were used by firms for using the for being aligned with the free open source software standards. There was three themes used in this case study: accessing communities to extend the resource base, aligning firms' strategies with communities, assimilating communities in order to integrate and share results. And in next slides, these all three terms are categorized and discussed. The first terms, each term has been divided into tactics and with its advantages and disadvantages, pros and cons. So for accessing communities, two types of tactics were used. The first was establishing new communities, which MySQL, Rugzen, and SOT created their platforms for attracting outsiders and employees at other companies. This tactic had its pros, advantages, and its disadvantages and problems. One of the advantages of this tactic is the company can be proactive for producing their niche product to the market where the firm can be the leader of the market in regard to that product. And the second advantage is that the community can function as a marketing tool. The firm can use their community as a marketing tool to sell their product. The disadvantage of this tactic is the number of users decreases, the product becomes more specialized, and it needs lots of upfront costs for the building their own communities for a firm. And the second tactic is were used identifying and using development in existing communities. It means that some of the firms use the existing communities to build and get ideas from external environment and from individuals to build their products. Actually, the main idea of communities are to get the ideas and innovation from outsiders. Companies build their communities and provide software source codes to the community individual participants, so they send their feedbacks and comments on the product, and most of the time the individuals and participants give feedbacks to the company and give comments on bugs and problems in the product. So the company use that ideas for making the product and improving their products. The second tactic, which was the identifying and using development in existing communities, some companies, because of the problems, the high upfront costs, they don't have their own communities. They use the existing communities for producing their products. The advantage of this tactic is greater flexibility if business model changes over time. So companies can change using of different communities. If their business model changes, they can move from one community to another community for for producing the products. And the second advantage is allows firms to choose to work with communities that have managed to build critical mass. It means that companies can choose the best communities from too many communities for implementing of open innovation. The disadvantage and problem of this tactic is it is difficult to know which communities are of strategic importance. So the company needs to spend lots of time to find the the communities which has a strategic importance. The second problem is that there are fewer opportunities to influence individuals with existing communities than with the firm established its own new community. So it means that if you don't have, if the firms does not have their own community, it is hard for a firm to influence individuals outside the company to send their feedbacks and ideas and inputs to the company for improving their products. The second theme is aligning connecting firms' strategy with community. Actually, this tactics says that the company should align their strategy and business model according to the communities, because in communities outsiders are there, and the firm can get ideas from outsiders and align their strategy with the communities. So the first tactic is adapting licensing practices that clarifies ownership. This means that the company, in explanation it says that developing practices about copyright issues for firms' own product and integrated source code developed by other communities. In this tactic, firms apply licenses for the products that they produce. The products that they produce themselves and the products that they built from integrating components from other communities. The advantage of this tactic is establishes a basis for collaboration between firms and the communities. It establishes contribution and collaboration between the firms and the participants and individuals in communities. Avoid direct conflict with community participants. So everyone knows that this is the license for this product, and if they are agreed, they will use it, otherwise they will not. The disadvantage is that difficult to impose practices that are too proprietary as the opposite community participants. So most of the time the participants and individual in the outsiders in the community thinks that the firms want to commercialize the product, and they are not willing to participate in that type of communities. Necessary to experiment, but too many changes create uncertainty community participants. It is time-consuming to analyze legal consequences of licensed practices. So it is hard for company to analyze the legal consequences, and also for the individuals who are participating in communities. It is hard and difficult for them to analyze the legal consequences. The second tactic is influencing direction of development. In this tactic, company influence the direction of development by creating incentives structure for individuals working in the community to work on tasks that are of relevance for the firm. In this tactic, first, most of the time they pays for the community participants to do the work which is relevant to that particular firms. And this also has its own advantages and disadvantages. It pays technological development by providing different means of subtle control of community participants. So in this term, while the company pays for the participants,
time is up.
They can have more control.
Ahmad, your time is up. Please wrap it up very fast.
Just 2 slides remain, sir.
Okay.
The disadvantage for this tactic is interference with the work of community participants can disrupt the community's risk, and it's hard to motivate individuals to work on the tasks that's not of their interest. The third terms and tactics, devoting resources to evaluate and select source code. This also has its own pros and cons. The benefits, the advantages increase the acceptance of employees within the organization. Task prioritizing, partitioning community participants can work on intellectual changes. And the disadvantages, it's difficult to know where to specialize for the firm. And it's time-consuming to evaluate source code of the. That means that the companies as I explained before, that most of companies go to communities and use their products as their product components. And the second tactic is feeding back on strategic source code to communities. Most of the time, companies selectively share the source code that developed by their firms. This is the benefit is built legitimacy in the community, and the disadvantage is that the source code can be used by firms competitor against the firms. The key result of the case study was that new strategies is to create good fit between what firms does and the capabilities available with the external resources. With the new strategies that firms has built, they can have good fit between what the firm does and the capability to use the capabilities outside of the firm. FOSS can be a good place where innovations are developed by communities of individuals. It means in FOSS, if a firm comes under FOSS standards, they can use outsiders by implementing communities. Firms can build sustainable business model by using and working with communities. By implementing communities, firms can have their sustainable business model because they can have ideas and knowledge from outside of the company, and they can change their business model and strategy accordingly. The last slide, the learning, what was the learning from the case study, that firms can benefit from external sources of knowledge. Firms should build in-house expertise to identify where the knowledge resides, how the knowledge can be captured, how the knowledge can subsequently be used. So the firm can build in-house expertise to get the knowledge from outside by these three points. Assertive capacity to be able to screen and assimilate network development. There should be capacity inside the firms and company to monitor and assimilate the network of outsiders to control. If there is no control, then it's hard to incorporate the ideas from outsiders. Thanks for everyone, and thanks for teacher.
Thank you very much.
I will be here to answer.
Thank you very much, Aman.
Is it okay now? Is it okay now?
It's fine.
Okay, thank you, sir. I have chosen a paper which was the future of open innovation, and was made by Oliver Guessman, Ellen Enkel, and Henry Chesbrough. And want to present to you and all my other colleagues the brief presentation regarding the paper which I was choosing. This is a sample of open innovation which emphasizes on its benefits and advantages. Apple's iPod sold over than 300 million, 70% market share in the US, iTunes over 1 billion USD, just only in the fourth quarter 2010. Only 6 months development time. Why? It was a big achievement for Apple company, because it was sourced in the idea from an outside consultant and assembled a team of 8 company technology partners from different companies, for example, from Helfat, IDEO, General Magic, Apple, Connectix, and Web TV to develop this idea into a good and present it to the market, and hired 35%, a team of 35% from technical persons. In this presentation, we will briefly review what is open innovation. Then open innovation is not new. Perspectives on open innovation, future of open innovation. Then we will have a brief conclusion regarding the paper which I analyzed. What is open innovation? Although we had several times in the definition of open innovation in our classes, and also in the presentations of my classmates. So I repeat it here. The open innovation is the use of purposive inflows and outflows of knowledge to accelerate internal innovation and expand to markets for external use of innovation respectively. This is the definition by which was made by Henry Chesbrough, if I am not mistaken, regarding the pronunciation of his name. He has written several books, which some of the samples are bringing here. I told that open innovation is not new. The open innovation idea has four. The open innovation idea and its implementation is divided into 4 generations. First generation started from the early 19th, the late 19th century and the early part of 20th century. in that time, all the organizations and all the firms are conducting outside, focusing on the external resources in conducting the research, the research elements of the firm and standalone research organizations. Then the second generation started in the 1950s, and during the 1970s, which is here, it was the time that the majority of organizations were carrying their innovations just to close innovation, and they're only focusing on the internal sources which they have inside the organization. Then the third generation and fourth generation of open innovation has begun. Now the fourth generation of open innovation is we are in progress and started in 2000 year. This is the important point of open innovation, which includes the internal and external factors to innovate some goods or something new into the market. Institutional openness is becoming increasingly popular in practice and academia. Open innovation, open R&D, and open business model. We have lots of research, 9 perspectives of open innovation, which I summarized them and I'm going to present it to you all. The first perspective is the spatial perspective. This perspective leads to research. According to this perspective, open innovation leads to research to globalization of innovation, promoting access to the knowledge and competences of the best talents worldwide without having to apply them. Access to resources is one of the main drivers of R&D internationalization. Prominent examples of such R&D are innovative research in New Jersey, BMW's design center, of course in Palo Alto, and Hitachi's research lab in Dublin. The second perspective is the structural perspective, which is different according to the structure and the nature of mainly the structure of the organizations, shows that work division has increased in innovation. Also, there is a strong trend toward more R&D outsourcing and alliances. Drivers of this trend are cost reduction and greater specialization into more complex technologies and product systems. The third perspective is the user perspective, involving the users in open innovation processes. Users are integrated into the innovation process to utilize the freedom available in early phases and opportunities, potential customers, latent requirements, and integrate users' hidden application knowledge. This research field on innovation involvement in the innovation process, the availability of toolkits, and the idea of mass customization. The principle, one of open innovation best research part field. This user perspective is one of the best open innovation perspectives, which the scientists have identified. The fourth one is the supplier perspective. Suppliers' early integration into the innovation process can significantly improve innovation performance in most industries. The leveraging perspective is the fifth one, which emphasizes on the involvement of business model. Thinking seems to be crucial. Greater technology and intellectual property, external commercialization in a future field with high potential. The sixth perspective is the process perspectives, which research, usually the research carried out on the roots of on the process of open innovation, which is the outside and inside research. Due to lack of time, it is not possible to explain all of them. The seventh perspective is the tool perspectives, which requires a set of instruments to process the innovation procedure. The eighth, the institutional perspective. Open innovation can be considered a private collective innovation. The free inventions, findings, establishing knowledge, defining the characteristic of the open innovation model. Then the last perspective is the cultural perspective. Opening up the innovation perspective process starts with the mindset. The seminal work on the not invented syndrome by Teece and Helfat. There is a term by the not invented syndrome. It is also one of the important terms in innovation process, which the resist of the internal resist of an organization to accept the outsourcing processes, goods, or even ideas. They resist to accept these ones. This syndrome is called not invented syndrome. Creating a culture that values outside competence and know how is crucial for open innovation practices. Then we are going to focus on the future of innovation. What will be the future of open innovation? There are some things that charted down here. The era of open innovation has just begun. A major shift is starting toward the being proprietary concept. Early conceptions of innovation gave rise to anomalies in the common sense. In developing an alternative approach to innovation, open innovation provided a novel explanation for these anomalies. Open innovation has changed with its status from the research interest of a few to mainstream such area. However, also there is a question regarding the open innovation. It's asked, how far will open innovation go and how long does it last? We have some trends regarding the future of open innovation and based on the previous research that it is listed here. The industry penetration from pioneers to mainstream. This is mainly focusing on the pioneer and mainstream organizations. Penetrated the pioneer industries such as software, electronics, telecom, pharma, research. The software and electronics industries are progressively building on the open innovation plan. Some organizations have started to develop decentralized labs on university campuses to increase their absorptive capacity for outside any innovation process. Apple had to open up its proprietary technology to its addicted high technology users. Prominent examples of in the electronic industries of Philips Open Innovation Park, Xerox Palo Alto Research Center, Siemens Open Innovation Program, and IBM's Open Source Initiative. R&D intensity from high to low technology, systematic user university knowledge workers. It is regarding the R&D intensity what is the future of innovation. Size of organization is also important from large to small and medium enterprises. Most of the firms described in early works of innovation were large multinational firms. At the beginning, only the large multinational firms was willing to focus on open innovation, but the smaller and medium-sized firms are also open to their innovation process, but they used it this technique a little bit later than the large organizations. Some SMEs can overcome their liability smallness by opening up the innovation process. External technology commercialization expansion will be one of the classes of large and SMEs organization. Processes from stage gate to probe and learn. Then the fifth will be the structure for standalone alliances. Also, universities from ivory towers to knowledge brokers, and processes from amateurs to professionals. And then the content from product to synthesis. For example, today's research mainly aims to product and partly process innovation. It is the present situation of innovation, open innovation, of course. The service sector is still underdeveloped in terms of innovation process, which will be focused in the future by innovation. The last one is the intellectual property and protection to available goods. Patents are here to create incentives for inventors and entrepreneurs in this situation.
Excuse me, Mustafa, excuse me, but you have only 1 minute left. Just wanted to inform you.
Okay, I will try to manage it. Thank you, sir. It will be completed by an attractive secondary market in which new players enter. Finally, there are some factors that driving process that will have much effect on the future of open innovation due to lack of time. In this short of time, I'm not able to explain all of them. In conclusion, I've noted that in some parts here, the future of open innovation is an open future. We will be waiting to see what will be happening in the future of open innovation. The trend toward open innovation is still growing, and that the assumption study the dominant ideology is very likely to undergo significant changes. Very likely all these forms of open innovation will manifest themselves in that sense the scenario framework constitutes a typology of forms of open innovation. The full potential of open innovation can only be delivered by those companies that are willing to innovate their business model. Open innovation should be viewed as the next word in important. Finally, open innovation will be part of future for most companies. This is a speech of one of the great people that here the future is ours to create, not to wish or to wait for someone else to create our future. So the next step will be the future for all of us. We will have in the future such innovations like this topics which will be established. And we'll be going to have like the Cepeda, like these airplanes, and it's like one place for them. Many thanks. If there is any question, I'm not too certain. Thank you, sir.
Corporate venturing in the terms of a real option, and the outline which we have in this presentation. This is the definition of corporate venturing, open innovation, inclusive innovation, also advantages and disadvantages of open innovation, comparison between open and inclusive innovation, real option approaches, and also some examples from usage of open innovation in corporate venturing, and also the conclusion. What is corporate venturing? Corporate venturing is the practice where the large the relationship range from those between companies within the same group and through those between unrelated companies to collective investment by companies and other companies through a fund. What does it mean? It means corporate venturing. There is a big firms or company make a relationship with the small but innovative companies and provide them management and marketing expertise, and also give them projects or grants in order to improve or accelerate the innovation outside of their companies. And the main objective is to develop new businesses and also to have more access in the market. Open innovation. What is open innovation? Open innovation is a paradigm assume that firms can and should use external ideas and as well internal ideas and internal and external parts to the market as the firm looks to advance their technology. Open innovation is the use of purposive inflow and outflow of knowledge to accelerate innovation and expand the markets for external use of innovation. Innovating with partners by sharing the risks and rewards. It means that the open innovation means that the firms, when use open innovation, they just not rely on their internal opportunities. They go outside of their companies and they search for more opportunities to develop the new businesses, the new technologies. Closed innovation. Within the closed innovation paradigm, the process leading to innovation is completely controlled. All the intellectual properties developed internally and kept within the company frontiers until the new product is released to the on the market. In closed innovation, everything is done inside. It means that closed innovation is invented in the company, and it is developed, and then it is commercialized. It means all the issue of innovation is done inside the company.
Nasir, we don't have your voice. Nasir, can you hear me? Okay.
And then we will benefit just from them. If we create the most and the best ideas in the industry, we will win. We should control our IP so that our competitors do not profit from our ideas. Real option approaches. What is the real option? A real option itself is a right to undertake certain business initiatives such as deferring, abandoning, expanding, staging, or contracting a capital investment project. And also a real option approach is the opportunity to invest in the expansion of a firm's factory or alternative to sell the factory. The using of open innovation and corporate venturing in the terms of real option, it means the real option provides some options or some flexibility to the firm that they can select when they develop a business. If it's not in the line with the corporate venture, it is not in the line with their objective, then they have the option to defer or to expand or also to stop or sell or license to other companies. These are bringing by real option approaches. Real option in corporate venturing is used as a tool to reduce the uncertainty. Real option in corporate venture provide opportunities of small investments for the corporate ventures, and also the company which start for open innovation or start for a new business, and they will have more uncertainties, and this real option approaches can reduce the uncertainties. Real option and open innovation. Open innovation is not has been linked explicitly to real option reasoning in its application to external corporations. Real option may provide investment decision in corporate venturing, but the open innovation is identified that the use of purposive outflow and inflow and outflow of knowledge to accelerate internal innovation and expand the market for external use of innovation. There are two examples of two big companies that they are using corporate venturing. One is Nokia. The corporate venturing for Nokia in corporate move to find and also Nokia Venturing Corporation is focused in identifying new business as they named Renewal Nokia. Nokia Venture Partner invests exclusively in mobile and IT related startup businesses. Nokia have support and nurture nascent innovators who growing future opportunities for Nokia. The other example, disadvantages like losing control on the external resources, management complexity, uncertainty, and different ideas also need to be taken in account. Thank you very much for your patience, and thanks from teacher. It's finished.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for presentation. Let's move to Nurzai. Okay, Nurzai, are you ready?
Hello?
Go ahead, Nurzai.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello?
Everybody can hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me, sir?
We can hear you.
Okay, can you hear me, classmates? Share this. Share this.
Why don't you start?
CO2 capture research and development. In recent years, there has been growing interest in pursuing radical innovations in energy and environmental technologies to ameliorate the problems of global climate change and to ensure a more sustainable energy future. In the public realm, research and development managers and policymakers have proposed a range of new programs, funds, and government agencies to pursue this idea. Additionally, this report review the published literature on radical innovation to establish a baseline of current understanding of this concept and means of achieving such goals. Okay. Now, background discussion. Research and development managers and policymakers have become increasingly interested in supporting high-risk research and developing out-of-the-box transformational technologies. Council on Competition.
Salam to everybody. My presentation today is about the open innovation past research, current debates, and future direction. Here I come up with a very unexpected definition of the open innovation. That open innovation is the use of pervasive inflow and outflow of the knowledge to accelerate internal innovation and expand the market for external use of innovation. And that is from the Chesbrough, the book published in 2006. And here is a description of the open innovation, that's how it works, represented by a porous funnel, and we will come to that in details in next slide because the time is so short. Here are the two types of open innovation, that's inbound and outbound. That inbound open innovation is an outside-in process, that information is got from outside to the inside and processed there, and the outbound is inside-out process, that usually the external knowledge is exploited for the outside, and in inbound the external knowledge is explored inside. That's the main characteristic of the two types of open innovation. About the prior research, that how many research have been done in this area, very few. It started in 2003 by Chesbrough, and with the publication of the book, The New Innovation, the New Imperative for Creating and Processing Form Technology, and of course very few academic journals and some studies about this. Of course there are some controversies about the history of the innovations, that we will come to that in the next slide. There are some highlighted concepts that are discussed in open innovation. The first one is the literature of the open innovation, that what are the advances in prior researches, how many researches have been done in this area, and possibility of maintaining knowledge outside, and how the knowledge can be maintained outside, and that is the literature and the open innovation research, that internal and external organizations of critical knowledge management process, that how to, like an example of that is how to make or buy decisions. This is how the research are done in these areas. And the open innovation framework, that is a very important concept in innovation management, an open innovation concept, which is focused a lot, the framework. And here are the tentative streams of open innovations, and actually they're working on the 4 streams in the open innovation research. The first one is technology transactions, that's how the inbound and outbound concepts are applied in this area, and the user innovations, those who are the end users, we can use their information to do innovations. The business model, that is very important, that what are the business models and how we can apply those models to reach innovation. And innovation markets is also of great importance, and they are used to reach the selected research characteristic that we talked about in previous slide. And assessment of the open innovation research shows that there are some debates about the value of open innovation framework, and it does not fulfill several of criteria of the management fashion. At the current, the management it has some a fashion or a way of doing management that the open innovation doesn't quite match these fashions. So these are the findings from the assessments of current open innovation, and it does not yet represent the coherence of new theory according to the accepted standards. Well, it doesn't fit properly the theories that are accepted theories in different areas like management and leadership. So they need to be modified and more researched. Of course, there are some controversies about saying that the open innovation is not something new. It was practiced in the United States in 19th century. So some people are arguing this. Well, if you come to the core part of my presentation, that is the conceptual framework for open innovation. This table shows that how open innovation is working. What are differences between internal and external innovation, and the three areas of knowledge exploration, knowledge retention, and knowledge exploitation. This is the first column discussed in the organization and project level, and inventive capacity. Inventive capacity that is shown here does not invented here attitudes, and the transformative capacity, which is related to knowledge retention, not connected here, and the knowledge exploitation that not sold here. They are all the attitudes that are existed in the organizations internally, and they are referred as negative attitudes. Well, of course, they have some positive points, but in this context, it is referred as negative attitudes. And in external open innovation, the absorptive capacity, connective capacity, and desorption capacity. That is to get information from outside, to relate information with outside, and then send the innovative idea and researches and findings to outside for further exploitation. And the three attitudes are explained here: the buying attitudes and relate out, sell out. These are all the positive attitudes that are related with the external innovation. Yeah, of course, the employee attitude, that is also the core part and reaching an innovative finding. When we cannot manage their attitude or make really their attitude to go ahead in this area. It's very important. And we have some firm level capabilities. These five capabilities should be reached to reach the open innovation, to have tacit and open innovation. That is inventive capacity, that is the inside the organization, and absorptive capacity, that how we could find this capacity in the organizations. Transformative capacity, that how we can use the knowledge from outside and inside for in the organization. And connective capacity, that how we could connect back to the organizations, to outside market. And also desorptive capacity, that yeah, of course, that how our information and research and findings are applied and accepted outside the organization, and how others are benefited from that, and we are connected through this capacity to outside. Yeah, and individual attitudes, positive and negative. Each individual has an attitude toward open innovation, so that is very important to be considered and of value, because they can stop us from going further, or it can speed up and get us to a positive outcome. Well, and nowadays the integrated perspective of the innovation management is more of focus. So many things should go together to reach a good result. And open innovation, so develop organizational capabilities. That is in a big picture. We have to look everything in a big picture, not focusing on points. And of course, developing absorptive, connective, and distortive capacity. It is in the firm level, and a firm performance does not increase automatically. So we have to know that we cannot change it in overnight. So this should be we should be very patient to reach a goal in innovation and open innovation, or getting to get an outcome in innovation. Well, what are the agendas for the future? What is needed in the open innovation area is a clearer understanding of the characteristic of open innovation. So more research and findings are needed, and developing typologies and archetypes and over that lead us to reach a goal. And also the performance effect of open innovation of multiple level of our framework, that we see that how we can make effective our performance in all the 4 levels we talked about in previous slides. And what are the determinants of successful open innovation? We have to identify these determinants, and then we work on those determinants specifically, and further work on all of our 4 streams. And these 4 streams are already explained in previous slides, that related to the research, and of course a better theoretical foundation of open innovation. Research is needed, so it means that the current findings and theories, they are not sufficient to have a quick and efficient result from the innovative steps and performance taking. And of course, these two more additional amplification is needed. One is for the management practice, and the other is for the management education. These 2 concepts are very important, because if the management of a firm do not practice this, do not see how a model that they are making, how this model works, and to see what are the flaws in these models. And of course, it takes a long time to be patient. The management have to be patient, and more education for the management of a firm is needed in this area. Because the time is too short. I hear Kat finish my presentations, and if there is any question, if anybody is awake yet, I'm open to
Thank you very much. Great job, really great job. After such a long session, it was very refreshing. Okay. Now let's move to the next presenter. Who is the next presenter? Mirway. Okay. Let's switch to Mirway. Are you ready, Mirway? Okay, start please. Can you start? Hello? Hello? New way?
On firms' opportunities and capability to innovate. What are the drivers of innovative organizations from a product and process innovation perspective? Hypotheses. These hypotheses have positive and significant association with innovation performance. Hypothesis 1. Leadership and business strategy construct. Leadership plays a strong role in encouraging innovative behavior by communication. Leadership motivates implies in design effective organizations. There are two broad concepts of what leaders can do. They motivate their followers and they design organizational context to enable their followers to the future effectively. Hypothesis 2. No, come on. So it was second. Innovative capability to develop a framework for managers showing that the process of innovation can be managed, systemized, and replicated within an organization. There are two kinds of innovation. Soft innovation, ideas, reward schemes, and hard innovation, managing the culture and climate of organizations. Please next. Hypothesis 3. New product development strategy. Critical factors of new product development are clear, well communicated new product strategy, commercial climate, commitment, accountability, and cross-functional development in the organization. Hypothesis 4. E-commerce. Emerging internet-based technologies are easier to adapt by organization to all sizes due to low cost than the EDI, electronic data interchange system. Hypothesis 5. Sustainable development orientation. Green marketing is increasingly being seen as an opportunity for innovation. Firms have responded and profited with the emergence of environmentalism as core societal value. Next. Theoretical model. The base innovation management model was developed within which the above-mentioned hypotheses are tested to identify the drivers of innovative organizations. The BEIM model describes how innovation enablers, for example, new product development, e-commerce, and sustainable development contribute to innovation capability. Methodology. For the survey of these hypotheses in the model, 12 industry codes based on the Australian Standards Industry Classification System were used. A database of 2,000 companies was purchased for the purpose of the survey. The survey instrument was tested in 25 organizations chosen at random. Next. Data analysis and results. Multivariate analysis was used to test the validity and reliability of the model and the strength of the relationship between innovation practices, innovation performance. The best drivers of innovative organizations in Australia are committed leadership and highly developed innovation strategy that is supported by a first-to-market values of a new product and services. Innovation capability by effective communication, new product strategy, e-commerce, and sustainable development orientation. The research findings have significant implications for managers by providing an in-depth understanding of key evidence on how to create innovation-driven companies. What lessons have been learned? As the pressures of innovation have increased, new enabling factors and drivers have also developed. E-commerce, sustainable development, and a focus on accelerating new product development are taking leading roles in helping to transform knowledge into new products, processes, and services. The next battlefield that will drive the international effectiveness and business outcomes of Australian firms is innovation. As a leader communicates strategies and goals to employees to strengthen organizational coordination and increase the chances of innovation. Okay, any questions? Thank you for your attention.
That was it. That's it. Okay.
After long waiting, I have paid it.
Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good midnight to everyone. Background discussion. Research and development managers and policymakers have become increasingly interested in supporting high-risk research and developing out of the box. Transformational technology, Council of Competitiveness 2004, National Research Council NRC 2006, National Science Board NSB 2004, National Institute of Health NIH 2006. Yeah. These discussions often involve establishing a new program, fund, or even agency dedicated to supporting this type of research. Overview of the literature on radical innovation. This section provides a broad quantitative assessment of the literature on radical innovation and related terms. Publication accounts related to radical innovation were analyzed using the Institute for Science Information ISI Web of Science database. Additionally, Google Scholar was used to collect and analyze the most highly cited works on this topic. This is table 1, top journals in the literature on radical innovation, ranked number of articles and percentage. As you said, I think it's not necessary to present it. Continue about the table. The Institute of Science Information ISI data set was also used to examine how interested in radical innovations as a research topic has changed over time. Figure 1 shows a time series, a trend of articles published between 1970 and 2007. and this is the figure 1. It shows from 1917 up to 2005, the starting and the growing of the innovation technology. The results from the literature review. This section details findings from a broad literature review of research on radical innovation and related terms, which are often used interchangeably. And the literature review was guided by 3 sets of questions. Number 1, what is radical innovation? What attributes are commonly ascribed to radical innovation? Number 2, what are the major topics areas in the literature on radical innovation? And what does the research say regarding public research and development management for achieving radical innovation? Number 3, how are these terms used among energy and environmental technologies? What are the major topics areas in this literature? Technology innovation can be defined as the what is radical innovation? This is technological innovation can be defined as the process by which new or improved product or process are created and introduced into the market. And also we can say that innovation don't have the end process. It will be continued and innovate new products and find the market. Attributes of radical innovation. Radical innovation has generally been characterized in 2 distinct ways. First, as a rare event, Cushman and Anderson in 1990, that result from a stroke of individual genius or luck, Moker in 1990. These innovations can be unpredictable, incorporating in dimension of surprise. Kriku, Martin, and 2000. Second, radical innovation has also been described in contrast as along in a difficult process. Technological innovation is a risk undertaking, and the development of the radical technological innovation is, in particular, often characterized as a lengthy, complex, and highly uncertain process, with barriers and difficulties. Freeman and Suit in 1997. Definition of radical innovation. Radical innovation is often defined as the commercialization of products and technologies that have strong impact on 2 dimensions. Number 1, the market in terms of offering wholly new customer benefits relative to the previous product generation and the category and so on. Number 2, the company in terms of its ability to create new business. What are the major topics area in this literature? The first part of this section review research that has been motivated by 16 interests in understanding the competitive implications different types of innovation have on firms and industries. The second part describes major conceptual models related to the incremental radical dichotomy that have been used to describe technology progress. This review has also sought to better understand what the research has to say regarding public research and development management for achieving radical innovation to the best of our knowledge. This topic has not been directly addressed in the literature. Model of technological progress. A number of descriptive constructs have been developed that really rely both the incremental and radical nature of technological change. Cyclical model of technological change describe how 20 periods of gradual cumulative innovation are disrupted by radical innovation. Abernathy and Atrabek 1978, Tusham and Anderson 1986, Anderson and this is the table 3, a series of technological
Nurzai, would you please watch the time? You already are off the time. You used half of the time before, and half of the time is over. Please watch the time. The more you talk, the more you lose a score.
Yeah, I will skip the tables. Yes, sir. This is the model, and performance and technology, and down cumulative engineering efforts. And the technologies start from this list and grow up to this list. The observation that incumbent firms often have a difficult time introducing more radical innovation has created a line of research aimed at improving the management practices associated with radical innovation and large established firms. Radical innovation in the electricity industries. Terms such as radical incremental or evolution have not been commonly applied to describe a technological change in the electricity industry. And this is also four factors that can lead the radical innovation. Radical innovation among environmental technological. A subset of the literature on technological innovation has focused on how policy in particular regulation affect technological innovation among environmental technologies. This is also a table with conclusion. This literature review marks the first phase of the research project design to better understand the nature and foundation of radical innovation, radical technological innovation, specifically in the domain of environmental control technologies for federal energy system, and from this to draw lessons for the management of research and development and government programs such as the U.S. Department of Energy capture research and development. Acronyms. RI, you can read it by yourself, and these are the references I search for my topic to get assistance. And thank you very much for attention, and highly appreciate from the teacher that gave me the second time chance for to present my presentation. Thank you all.
Very much. I believe that with Nurzai, our presentations are over. Only 3 students are left without any presentation. Nurzai did not do the first presentation. Zormati did not do the first presentation, and Abdul Mubin did not do anything. I sent an email to these 3 people, and I am sure that they have 1 week to do whatever I told them in the email to come up with their scores. Thanks to the rest of the class. It was wonderful to have you. It was very positive to have you. I learned a lot also from you, and I appreciate your patience, your cooperation, your hardworking attitude, and I just wish you luck. Feel free to stay in touch with me. Feel free to write to me. Feel free to ask questions from me. And if I can help you anyway, please just write to me, and I can do my best. I will do my best to help you. Have a wonderful holidays. Our session officially ends. There is no more session. And if you want to tell me anything, please tell me. Otherwise, I close the session.
Good
good night, sir, to you and all.
Okay, it's midnight then. Have a lovely night. Take care. Good night. Bye-bye.